Hello and welcome. So jumping right in, I am creating my part. My hair is freshly washed and conditioned. I'm creating my part and then I am splitting my hair up into sections. I grab my base gel. I'm using the UFD Curly Magic today and I apply it to my sections. Now, because UFD contains humectants and humectants hold on to water, I make sure that my hair is soaking wet or wet enough to where the water plus UFD gel combo actually saturates my hair. Now I do not want the gel just sitting on my hair, and I do not want the gel being rinsed off from my hair because there's water in it, if that makes sense. I want the gel and water to get married and to create a nice emulsion on my hair strands so that my hair remains hydrated for longer and keeps its style. You'll be able to tell how much water you need by just how easy or difficult it is to glide your product along the length of your hair. You can tell that now after adding water, my hair is a lot more pliable and the gel spreads on a lot easier. So if you don't have enough water, make sure to go in and always use more water. I'm making sure to use just enough product for my section, but not too much. I could potentially use some more of the base gel, but I'm not because I do not want to prolong my drying time. I like short drying time, so I use just enough of my base gel. But moving on, we want to smooth the product onto our section. What this does is it helps to stretch and elongate your hair, and it also helps distribution of the product, and it helps for every single part of your section to be completely saturated with the water and gel combo. So we smooth and smooth and smooth and smooth until you feel that the product has basically incorporated into your hair. And your hair is now heavy and weighed down by the product and water combo. So I make sure to get every corner of the section, and if it's too big for my hands, I split the section even further. And I make sure to smooth properly until my section is completely coated. And then I move into my next section. So when you're styling, you want to make sure that your hair is soaking wet. Especially if you're like me and your hair starts to dry before you get to that section. Some part of it is already dry, like this top section. I make sure that I go in and I pre-wet it and then apply my gel, and that way it glides on properly. Another advantage of using water when you're styling is that you don't use as much product as you otherwise would have. You just use enough to where when mixed with water, it creates that nice emulsion for your hair. And I just smooth and smooth and smooth. And you see, when I let go of my hair, it doesn't shrink back up to my scalp. It remains a little elongated, even though of course we know there's still some shrinkage there. But that's what the gel plus water combo does. Moving on to my second gel, I'm using the Innocence I Create Hold. And I grab some and I emulsify in my hands, and then I apply it to my section. When I use I Create Hold, I typically don't use much. I would say 2 pumps for this back section. And I go in and I smooth it on there, and then I rake it. I rake it because that's the easiest and fastest thing for me to do when I'm styling my hair. So I apply the product, I smooth it on, and then I rake it and I move straight on to the next section. I do not spend much time trying to set the perfect set. Because of how often I wash my hair, so I wash my hair every 4 to 7 days, and so I do not chase the perfect set. I just want my hair to be nice enough for how I like it to look, and I want it to get bigger faster. So I don't mind the shrunken, flatter look, but I like big hair better, and the faster I can get there, the better for me. That of course means frizz, it means volume, it means texture, and so that's what I'm going for, and therefore I adjust my products to meet that goal. If you're wanting longevity of style and you're wanting your set to last a lot longer than my 2 to 3 day defined hair look, then maybe you want to use more product. Maybe you want to use a third gel and not just 2. Maybe you want to use gels with a stronger hold to give you that cast that your hair can hold on to for much longer. But for me and my hair, I like big hair and I want to get there as fast as possible. And so I grab as little of gel as I possibly need, and I apply it to my section, and I just rake it quickly, and I move on to my next section. So I smooth and I smooth and I smooth, and I rake, and I'm done. I do not typically ever, actually, I do not separate my section strand by strand or clump by clump. I find that this works better for me because I don't spend too much time doing my hair. I do all of this in the shower, by the way, and I do not want to spend more than my 50 minutes on my feet. Out of curiosity, do you style your hair in the shower or do you style your hair outside the shower? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, we're almost done. I make sure that I smooth properly, and I smooth from the roots to the ends of my hair, and then I just give it 1 or 2 rakes and I move on to my next section. My styling process usually lasts about 15 to 20 minutes. I do not spend much time styling my hair at all, and that's just because I know what I'm going for. I smooth and smooth and smooth. You can tell by the way my hair is looking and hanging that I have enough product in my section. So my hair has enough product and water to where it is stretched and it is hanging. And I just rake and I'm done. And this is what my hair looks like. And then I go to dry my hair. And this is what it looks like a few hours after drying my hair. I like how fluffy it is. I like how it is not super duper defined, but it still has some definition in there. I really like that a lot. I sleep on my back and I do not sleep with a bonnet, neither do I sleep with a scarf or a buff. I just go to bed and I wake up and that's what my hair looks like. 5 days later, this is what my hair looks like. It is very humid in my city, and so on some weeks my hair just does not hold up. And so this is what I do. I just pin it up and I call it a day, and this is the end of the week. Thank you so much for watching.